The Global Findex report looked at the number of people in the world who have access to financial services, and by that we mean bank accounts, credit, etc. And so between 2011 to 2014, 700 million people got access to financial services. Now, there are a lot of still people left. I mean, we went from 2.5 billion, the population grew, and so now we're at 2 billion people without access to financial services. There's a lot of work to be done, but there's also some really astounding results that came out. For example, in sub-Saharan Africa, 12% or 64 million people have access to mobile banking. And of that 64 million people, 45% said that they use that every day, and it's their only way of moving money around. Now, if you compare that to global figures, 12% of Africans have access to these accounts. Only 2% of people in the world, including all the developed countries, have access. And if you compare that to the number of people who use only their mobile banking accounts, only 1% in the world do that. So Africa is leading the way, and we think that we can make a lot more progress in the future. What we know is that if people are able to save their money, that behavior changes, but also having a bank account is going to make it easier, for example, for governments to provide support, direct support to the poorest. I mean, in India, they're starting something really quite amazing where Prime Minister Modi has said that everyone in India will have access to a bank account, and that will make it possible to deliver aid from the government directly into their accounts instead of going through all the layers of bureaucracy that sometimes are very inefficient. Now, one of the things we have to really focus on is there's still 46% of people in developing countries who don't have access to financial services. And there's a gender gap. 58% of women have access, whereas 65% of men do. We know that access to financial services is not the full solution to ending extreme poverty, but having a bank account, being able to save, being able to get money directly from government or other sources, the way that mobile banking has been used so extensively in the countries in Africa where it exists now, we think that this is going to democratize and make much, much easier the handling of money, the saving of money, and also getting access to credit through these accounts. All of these things, I think, will add up to a major impact on our goal of ending extreme poverty by 2030.